So welcome everybody here in this nice ballroom, Berlin. As I'm not a native English speaker and as I have not many words on my slides, I have something like this from Asian Times. And I asked Google, what is the English word for this? Does anybody know? Actually, it's a cheat sheet, so hopefully I'm not cheating too much. So. Thank you. Give me 10 minutes to introduce a local cloud project here in this region. The future is hybrid, no doubt about it, but we think that a local, regional, private cloud could be a valuable part in this hybrid cloud scenario. My name is Jürgen Thoma. For 20 years, I'm a CIO in different industries. I was in media, I was in the software industry, I was in manufacturing industry, had to roll out a worldwide IoT project, and now I'm in the energy sector. And in addition to that, I'm a managing director of the Baden Cloud, which is a joint venture of those two companies. The one is Leitwerk, which is an IT provider with more than 300 IT experts. And the other one is my company. It's a local energy provider. And I'm often asked, why are you doing IT now? Why are you doing a Baden cloud now? And the answer is, here in Germany, we are so-called critical infrastructure. And as a critical infrastructure, you have a lot of enormous requirements regarding the IT security. And so we said we have to do this with a partner. We came up to Leitwerk, and we were talking about how setting up our data center, and the idea was born to grow up this Baden cloud together and bring it together on the market. So perfect fit. Why do we think it's a perfect fit? We think that the future IT landscape will be a hybrid landscape, because CIOs are facing a lot of requirements now in this area of, and I use this word only once in this presentation, in this area of digitization. I think every project is an IT project. Every budget is an IT budget. Every new business strategy is more or less an IT strategy in these days. And to survive this as a CIO, you better make up your mind where to put your IT workloads. I think some of them will remain on premise or in a local private cloud, which would be the better way, we think. And some of them already went to the public cloud or will go to the public cloud. I read a survey last night, and it said 60% of CIOs think that the future will be hybrid, and 30% say cloud first, but not only public cloud, and only 10% say it's only on premise. I think that's how it is. The mixture, I thought the mixture is very interesting, and I think the mixture depends on various factors. I think it depends on the industry you're in. It depends on how globally you act. It depends sometimes on regulation, and sometimes it depends on the CEO. Sometimes it's pretty easy. That's what my experience are. So we think it's a good idea to put your on-premise workloads in a local cloud, and maybe your mission-critical systems in a local cloud or on-premise, and things like new projects, innovation you might want to put in the public clouds, and then put it together very smoothly. In the last years, I had a lot of discussions with my CIO, with my IT teams. You might had them as well with your stakeholders, and there's a long list of items, pros and cons, private cloud versus public cloud. I think one thing is that normally you will put your mission-critical systems in a private cloud, and then you often have legacy systems with old technology. You cannot transform them to a public cloud. The private cloud, or the local private cloud, is usually around the corner. You know the IT guys who are running your systems. Most people say you have better compliance in a private cloud. You have better control. And my experience is the private cloud still makes the CIO or the CEO feel better, and if the CEO feels better, the CIO sleeps better. That's an important issue, I think. Public cloud, on the other hand, for sure is more agile, more flexible. You have more speed, you have a better scalability. It seems like there is endless capacity in the public cloud. If you're acting global, it's easier to roll out your IT services or your IoT projects nowadays worldwide. But on the other hand, think about it's a very easy way to get in, but sometimes there is no way out. So the fact that you might run into a vendor login is certainly a big issue. In the public cloud, normally professionals, or at least somebody cares for your systems. You should think about, do you want to know these guys, or does it not matter to you? And the last point, which is often discussed, it's cheaper. It might be cheaper. My experience was it was on one hand cheaper, on the other hand not so cheap. It also depends on your workloads, I guess. So the key message of my presentation is be smart, take the best of both worlds. You might want to run your mission-critical systems, processes, or your sensitive data in your public cloud or on-premise. And when more flexibility and more speed is needed, you might want to go to the public cloud. So what's the Baden cloud for us? I said I am IT responsible for the local energy provider, and we are a so-called critical infrastructure. And for that, the private cloud, the local private cloud, is a basic cornerstone of my IT architecture to guarantee reliability, IT security, and data privacy for our customers, which is very important. And the fact that we have two data centers, with that I can guarantee my disaster recovery requirements, and I can guarantee business continuity. A very important thing for us. So that's how it looks like. It's just around the corner of the Europa Park, about 20 kilometers north of Europa Park. We have two data centers. We have a private fiber channel in between. We have the additional IT services from the IT house, and we have the on the other hand, we have the electronic supply from our company. We have high quality. We are building according to the EN 50600. We have in Germany a certification institute called the TÜV, and we will have TÜV level 3 certification. Our operating processes are certified by the ISO 27K1 and by ISO 27K18. And we have a direct link, you saw that on the picture before, we have a direct link to the German backbone breakout in Frankfurt and the European backbone breakout in Strasbourg. So the regional approach could be best practice especially for customers in the region, because I think with those two local players, you have CEOs to get in touch with, which could be important especially for mission critical systems. You have we guarantee German law or EU law. We guarantee European data privacy regulations. We have no hidden access to your data. That's, I think, a very important point. And our customers can always come and see how we are running the systems. We always have open door for IT audits. Again, here are the two local heroes, as I call them, behind the Baden cloud. It's on the one hand, it's the IT house called the Leitwerk. And on the other hand, it's the powerhouse, which guarantees uninterrupted power supply. And the Leitwerk guarantees additional IT services, which is also important, especially if it's very hard right now to hire new IT people for your company. So Leitwerk would also be able to service other IT requirements. So that's about it. I think it could be a blueprint for other regions. We see a lot of energy providers doing the same thing in other regions in Germany. So if you have a little time before you go to the Havana night, please be free to visit us on booth G20. That's the booth where you can get the small, tiny red foxes. So thank you very much.